Watching my natural hair journey.
Simply Shev, where we talk about all things natural hair, including my own natural hair journey, styling ideas, DIYs, and so much more. Coming up in today's video,
I talk about how to start on your natural hair journey by sharing some tips for you how to start a healthy hair journey. I've talked on this channel that I'm more focused now on the health of my hair over the length, and so in this video I cover some tips that will help you to start on a healthy hair journey. So first of all, to me, what is healthy hair, right? So healthy hair is hair that is it's not dry, so it's moisturized. It's got minimal damage, and that's damage from processes. This could be from doing a relaxer, from doing straightening to really over straighten your hair and cause heat damage. So hair that is not dry and hair that is not overly processed, breaking or thinning, to me, that is healthy hair, and that's what I'm focused on. I think if we have that as a foundation, then we can grow our natural hair out long, healthy and strong. So these tips are in no particular order whatsoever. The first I'm going to talk about is your diet, right? So I've got another video talking about foods that you can use to help to grow your natural hair. That's because obviously healthy hair starts from within, and whatever we put in our body is obviously going to show on our skin, our nails and our hair. So the first thing is to really look at your diet, look at what you're putting into your body if you want to grow healthy hair, and if it's overall good for your health, then you know it's going to be really beneficial to your health. So for a healthy hair journey, it starts with eating a healthy diet. So do focus on the foods that you are putting in. There is a saying, rubbish in, rubbish out, right? So you want to make sure that you are eating right for your natural hair. And as I said, do go back and refer to that video where I talk about some foods that you can add to your shopping list to grow your hair healthy. The next one to focus on is rest. You want to make sure you get enough rest. I mean, this goes without saying, right? If your mind is rested and everything, you will be less stressed. And we know that stress is a cause for hair breakage and all sorts of hair loss. So we need to focus on getting enough rest if we want to grow out our natural hair. But also, when you are really stressed, you can get premature graying and other problems that come with just your body just being run down, right? So focus on diet, focus on rest, focus on really relaxing to grow your hair out. And you'll be so busy relaxing and having fun, you won't even notice, and your hair will be at the goal that you wanted. So really take some time out for yourself, have some me time, self-care, self-love, whatever you want to call it. Meditate, read the word of God, and really just focus on other things. And while we're busy resting, I've experienced more growth for my hair when I'm not so focused on hair and focused on overall health. So do focus on just getting enough rest for your body, and that will also impact on you having beautiful, gorgeous, luscious head of hair. Okay, then my next tip is to have well-maintained ends. That is to say, make sure that the ends of your hair, which is the oldest part of your hair, to make sure that that is trimmed so that when you do grow hair, you do retain the length. If your hair is breaking off from the ends, then you're going to have problems with retaining length. Also, the damage can travel up the hair shaft, and you might have a problem also retaining length as it grows. So for me, having healthy hair, being on a healthy hair journey is all about looking at my ends and seeing what's going on with them, making sure that they are nice and trimmed, and making sure that if I spot any problems, I get rid of them straight away. It's very hard to try and fix split ends. There are products on the market to do that, but I tend to just snip them away, and my hair looks fuller. Recently, I've cut quite a bit of my hair off, but looks healthier because it's fuller, and so you get sort of like instant gratification from having a nice haircut. I'm not saying cut it all off, and I'm not saying go to the salon, do cut off how much you are comfortable with. The next tip is to use gentle cleansers that contain natural moisturizing ingredients, and avoid treating your hair with too much heat. These are general tips just for your natural healthy hair. For me, it means that trying shampoos that are okay for my skin, and conditioners that are okay for my skin, and also staying away from too much heat. Also cover my hair when I'm sleeping, making sure that the materials that my hair is rubbing against is not damaging. Cotton is okay, and silk obviously is, or satin is the best things to be sleeping on. I tend to stick to low manipulation hairstyles on my natural hair journey, my healthy hair journey. I tend to stick with styles that allow me to not have my hand in my hair too much. Hand in hair disease is a real thing. It means that I can't take my hands out my hair, and I've been there before. but that obviously constantly having your hand in your hair could be styling it, over styling it, that also leads to breakage. So do try to keep your styles as low manipulation as possible. The longer your hands are in your hair, the more growth, or out of your hair, the more growth you will see. Sleeping on a silk pillowcase, as I said before. Do go ahead and subscribe if you've not done so. It means a lot to me. So next up is that water is the best thing for our hair, and I've touched on it in, obviously talking about moisture. For me, my go-to is water. Water in a spritz bottle is absolutely fine as long as you seal that with something. So put it in a little bottle, put it next to your toothbrush, and that's going to really help you on your healthy hair journey. Keep water nearby. Do wash your hair. Don't have to be washing with shampoo, but certainly you can give it water rinses and things like that just to hydrate it, especially in certain weather conditions. So do go ahead and put as much water in your hair as possible. Do be aware of hydro fatigue, which is where your hair gets too much water. So do be aware of that. But apart from that, do go ahead and put lots of water on your hair and keep it nice, moisturized and hydrated. So my final tip is to keep your hair stretched. That is, when you're washing your hair, keep it stretched. After you wash your hair, keep it stretched, and throughout, keep it stretched as possible so that the hair doesn't coil back on itself, and so it's easier to deal with. So it's easier to detangle, keep it stretched. For me, I wash my hair in plaits. I put those plaits back in as soon as it's washed, and I plait those plaits a few times so that it's stretched. I barely use or rarely use heat, but I also do use heat to keep my hair stretched so that it's easier to deal with. It's easier to do the styles that I want it to do. So do keep your hair in this stretched state as possible. That helps to keep your hair healthy because you won't have a hard time detangling your hair. I do hope you've enjoyed today's tips on how to start a healthy natural hair journey. So thank you so much for checking my channel and for stopping by and for checking out my content. Really, really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next.